की जय। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम राम राम, राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम राम राम, राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम Rama 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 Ram 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 Rama 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 की, Yogi Ramsuratkumar की जय। सर्वं योगी रामसुरत्कुमारार्पणमस्तु। One more session of grateful pranams for that extraordinary grace because of which we are able to spend one more hour in His powerful shrine, singing His powerful name for 1 hour without moving out. In gratitude and in adoration, we have offered the Nama lotuses at the lotus feet of Bhagavan, and we should remember to offer Seva lotuses as well the whole day of our living. As we have been going through some of the teachings of Bhagavan, we shall continue today. His words, we must surrender ourselves to God or the Guru. We must control our mind, not fight with others. We must control our mind and not fight with others. We must practice first before we speak. It is so easy to preach, but difficult to practice. All must work according to Sri Aurobindo. All must work hard. All must work dynamically and not waste time under any circumstances. No one should be idle. In another place, Bhagavan had already said that instead of observing others and finding fault with them, noticing their defects, and then expounding them elaborately, meaning fighting with them, one should look into oneself and see what defects one has, and then one should fight with them, with our own defects, and eliminate them. So he is insisting upon this again, and he says, he insists again that we practice it. And again another point that he makes, that no one should sit idle. We will go to some place to do Nama Japa incessantly for 3 days, but then very soon we would find out that we are not able to do it. The mind would wander so much, there would be so much disturbance. The disturbance created by our own mind. So he says it's not possible for everybody to chant the name all the time. So what should one do? Not sit idle, but work dynamically. And not waste time under any circumstances. So one can do any seva which is possible, and that in the spirit of surrender to the Guru. Then Bhagavan says, no doubt the people of the world feel very happy if this beggar does something that makes them happy immediately and also in the long run. But the same people will not be happy if God does something by which they will definitely feel good immediately. They would definitely feel good, but not immediately, but only in the long run. As far as this beggar is concerned, he is not bothered about what others think. He has said this. Even when I was sitting there, he had said it quite a few times. There would be a letter carrying a message saying that Swami had let them down. and that they could not succeed in the court case or something. And then Bhagavan would say, oh, you see what people say, they are so ungrateful. They do not know what this beggar does to them. And then he would say that if this beggar does something that would make them happy in the long run, but not immediately, they don't understand, and then they start scolding this beggar. They find fault with this beggar. But then this beggar is not bothered about what others think. What matters to this beggar is only how Father is pleased. By Father's grace, this beggar will do only good to all, invariably. But of course, in his own way of doing things and in his own time. And then the next one he says, just like a man who dives deep into the sea and comes out with precious pearls, you should also turn towards God and go deeper and deeper. Then you are sure to get the divine nectar. You see, those who went deep into water found the pearls, not the ones who sat on the shore and looked at the ocean. So this is again a warning that we should not keep idle, that we should keep chanting the name as much as possible, not bothering about our devotion or lack of it, or concentration or lack of it, or faith or lack of it. And what's more, we must also keep doing work briskly, dynamically, so that we can offer the seva lotuses at the lotus feet of Bhagavan. These are very important. And then he says, as you go on doing it, automatically it will get deeper and deeper. We have to go on doing it until it gets deeper. And it will, and then we can dive deeper and deeper into the depths of our being and find those precious pearls, the secrets of the soul. He says, it's only people who dived deep found pearls, not the ones who watched the ocean from the shore. So this is a warning for all of us, and we should remember, after all, he is not giving us something very difficult to do. Even as you live in the household, a wife can do everything at home in the name of God, chanting the name of God. She can cook and do the household work, and she can keep offering them at his feet. And the man of the house could chant the name while going to the office, and at the office, before sitting in the seat, he could pray to Bhagavan, saying that whatever I do in this place, in this seat, as office work, is in truth your work. Please accept it as my seva to you. And then you can get completely absorbed in the work, at the end of which, when you leave, you can once again pray to Bhagavan to accept all that you have done in the office as your seva to him. So the whole day's work at the office becomes tapas. And what's more, even while going to the office and coming back from the office, you could be chanting the name. So that way we don't keep idle, we keep on working the best way possible in that level. We shall now offer our today's prayer at the lotus feet of Bhagavan. Bhagavan, we beg you again and again to change the way of the world and fill this with unity, harmony, order and discipline, so that people would live a dharmic life with remembrance of God. We also beg you to stop the war that's going on between the two countries with its own justification. Because we see those devastating consequences of the war. Bhagwan, by your grace, let peace be prevalent. And we also beg you to bless this world so that there will be no word as war spoken among the countries of the world. And we also beg you to keep under control those sudden attacks of cruel diseases and violent furies of nature. Some 2 days back, there was a terrible landslide in Shimla. You would see how people's houses, without any warning whatsoever, how they fell down, killing people on the spot. So terrible to watch. We do not know why such things happen. It could be the collective karma of the people who live there. But then we beg you, Bhagwan, to keep such things under control, and those terrible accidents also. We beg you again to uproot all the negativities of the human mind which are responsible for today's world of violence, which are responsible for our bad karmas. And in this world, whatever country people belong to, whatever language they speak, and whatever religion they are observing, they too suffer from the past bad karmas without any help or protection. We beg you to reach out to all of them. We also beg you to protect all those people all over the world who slog for the welfare of the others from those terrible remarks of criticism, unworthy, unhealthy, unnecessary remarks of criticism and aspersion. We beg you again to promote the economy of the country and the growth in varied fields of activity, so that India would reach that high status of the world teacher to conduct the whole world in the path of dharma, as predicted by the great ones. And we hope and pray, as all of us keep praying, this Chandrayaan 3 would land smoothly and successfully, adding to the glory of India. We also pray to you for ceaseless and joyful chanting of your powerful name and unbroken remembrance of your leelas and teachings, so that all that would become our Atma Shakti. Please bless us to be only sattvic instruments in your hands and not rakshasic instruments. Please bless our everyday life, that we run it as an offering to you and not be caught by the temptations of Maya. We also seek that ultimate state of being, the state of bliss and peace of yours. But then we also know we need to be purified, for our mind at present is full of desires, worldly desires, and vasanas, the residual latent tendencies, the leftover impressions of the past experiences of the past janmas, because of which there are sudden attacks of fear and poisonous anger, jealousy, and vengeance, and of course passion, self-pride, and above all, finding something lacking in us by comparing ourselves with other people, despite all the blessings that we have already received, how well placed we are, how comfortably placed we are, we still become more and more ambitious, compare ourselves with other people, and then catch hold of something that we lack and blow it out of all proportion, with the result that we fall into depression and medicine, lifelong. Bhagavan, the saving grace, according to you, as you often thundered out. The name of God is very powerful. It's a weapon that can destroy our past karmas. We take refuge in your powerful Nama and seek your blessings for early purification. Bhagavan, wherever we live in this world, whatever duty falls upon us as a father, as a husband, as a wife, as a sister or brother, as a friend, we know it's all your work and we should be able to do it joyfully and in the spirit of surrender, without any unhealthy competition or jealousy, so that even the duty that we have to do becomes Atma Shakti. Please bless us to practice acceptance of whatever life brings to us, for it brings to us only what your sankalpa is. And whatever comes from you, be it a joy or grief, can only be a great blessing and meant for our spiritual transformation, for our greater good, for our closer kinship with you. When a bad karma begins to take place, we know how life changes overnight. We collapse, everything goes wrong. We resent God, feeling terribly let down by Him. We try to move away and we speak very bitterly. We blame all the others for our own failures, little realizing that it is we who invited all our sufferings of life by our past karmas. Every suffering that you give to another person will come back to you, and sometimes with vengeance. Beware. But then Bhagavan, out of his compassion and generosity, puts a blessing even in that, in the punishment, so that it pushes us back to God and brings out a higher wisdom of any adversity that we have to face. The mind gets purified, there is clarity in thinking, and then God begins to reflect in it. Bhagavan, we beg you to bless us all to know that it's only your will that's behind all the happenings of life, all the happenings of the world. Please bless us to be grateful to you, even for the sufferings of life, because we know they are greater blessings in disguise meant for our spiritual growth. We seek your powerful blessings for all the species of the cosmos to be lifted to a higher plane, and finally we seek redemption, liberation from the vicious cycle of births and deaths, the root cause of which is of course the utter selfishness of I and mine, the ego self. Please uproot this aham bhavam and promote the atma bhavam, so that we be blessed with that immortal life, that eternal living in merger with you, or eternal servitude to you, that eternal supreme Brahman. Jai Yogi Ramsuratkumar.